John Airy here with AintItCool.com, coming to you from the Alamo Drafthouse here in Austin, Texas, where I had the chance to see Skyfall, a film that in many ways takes James Bond back to his roots. While trying to foil the theft of sensitive top-secret documents, Bond takes a bullet to the chest, falling off a bridge and off the radar of MI6, with everyone believing 007 has died. He then secretly lives out his days in paradise, abusing drugs, having sex with beautiful women, drinking too many Heinekens, and sadly walking along the sandy beaches alone. When a new threat arises, targeting his former co-workers, he gives up his Jimmy Buffett-style wet dream of a retirement plan to help him battle a diabolical terrorist from her past. The 007 of Skyfall is a bit longer in the tooth, slightly depressed, and not really fit for duty. In many ways, the world has passed Bond by, relying more on computers to dole out justice and terrorism than the barrel of a gun. This super agent is just a step away from becoming a relic. And now that Bond has, in a way, lost his superpowers, his current mission takes on a new dimension. The cards have always been stacked against him, but in Skyfall, Bond feels a bit more fallible, putting not just himself at risk, but those around him as well. He's a step slower, his hand not as steady, his confidence shaken like a martini. This isn't a side of Bond that we've ever experienced before. Director Sam Mendes has changed up the 007 formula. You can expect the same kinds of exotic locales, beautifully staged action sequences, seductive ladies, fancy new cars, high-tech gadgetry, and crazy bad guy schemes from the past films, but now we have a broken and shattered Bond at the heart of it all. The film follows Bond back to his roots, with an inside look at the secret agent's childhood. We tour the house where he grew up. The audience learns that Bond is indeed human. Sure, we've seen this before in a few Bond movies. There's the tearful ending of On Her Majesty's Secret Service, or Timothy Dalton's more everyman version of the character, but never has Bond felt this layered or complex than he does here. In a way, it doesn't seem right. Connery, Moore, and Brosnan each uniquely portrayed the character as a callous playboy, impervious to danger or the feelings of others. Daniel Craig, on the other hand, plays his Bond as a man that relies upon deep layers of metaphorical scar tissue to shield his fragile psyche. This creative decision could have easily sent Skyfall off the rails if it hadn't been balanced with some wonderful Bond throwbacks to the past. Javier Bardem provides the perfect foil to Daniel Craig with his flamboyantly maniacal uber-villain Silva.
I won't miss next time, Mr. Silva.
Not bad. Not bad, James, for a physical wreck.
Why, thank you.
He chews up the scenery and upstages every other actor in the film with his insane genius. The last few films have sorely missed this kind of bravado from its main bad guy. The Aston Martin DB5 comes out of storage, the Bond car from Goldfinger and Thunderball leads a welcome wave of nostalgia throughout the picture, especially when we see that it does indeed come equipped with an old-school ejector seat. We get Q back into the mix. Although the hipster quartermaster only hooks Bond up with a couple of bland generic items for his mission, his inclusion in the story works as a wonderful counterbalance to the older 007.
Age is no guarantee of efficiency.
And youth is no guarantee of innovation.
In a way, Skyfall does as much to reboot the franchise as Casino Royale did back in 2006. This new Bond feels more like the secret agent version of Batman from Frank Miller's The Dark Knight Returns. Our aging superhero may not have the same swagger from his early days of fighting evil, but he makes up for it with pathos and wisdom that a new generation of secret agents simply can't muster. By the end of the picture, the filmmakers refreshed this 50-year-old cinematic world by meshing the new Bond with some wonderfully nostalgic 007 elements. I cannot wait to see where the character goes from here. But those are just my thoughts. You can leave your comments below and keep checking back in with AintItCool.com for more news and reviews. I'm John Airy.